Hey, what's up, people? Didn't want to come back so much because I got literally better things to do than this shit. But this is a pressing matter. Excuse me. Hey, Fish. How's it going? Hey, Bali. This is a pressing matter because I've heard from months that Purple Glitter has been putting her videos as made for kids and then talking all sorts of stuff. And I've been hearing the reason why she'll do this is because you don't get notifications. Now I have no idea because I don't put my videos for kids. I've never have put my videos specifically made for kids. All my content, no matter if I'm just literally talking like this, just not swearing, not saying anything, I would never do that because that's fucking weird. But she specifically does this, and I've been here is because you don't get a notification. I have no idea if that's true because I would never do this. I would never put videos for kids because it's completely just absurd that somebody would do that. But is it because she you don't get a notification so she doesn't she can't get sniped or something? Because on my way back from Montreal on Friday, I noticed there was a video up and I was like, okay, cool. Because usually she takes these down. Now I know why, because the types of shit that she says in these videos, if they were actually left up, like your channel's gonna be gone. Like you can't do that what you're doing because that is just completely weird. And this is the person that people were literally letting her tell them all types of really stupid dumb shit. Like seriously, this is the person that there was 1,500 people listening to. Like Jesus, like people, some people online don't have a goddamn brain cell in their heads of the type of manipulative bullshit that this person will do, and then says that somebody else is manipulative and harassing them when they're the ones who's doing this. How many times she has harassed lawyers? How many people, how many guys do you think this piece of shit has been harassing repeatedly? Look at this shit. So I had to take a screenshot because it came on my phone, and she's, of course, she has to give her 2 cents and talk shit, right? So she was talking her shit, and then all of a sudden it says it literally right there. Mini player is off for videos made for kids. Why the hell would you be talking and referring to a stream I did with SJAM last week Wednesday, and you were literally playing where there is literally adult themed content, where there is talks of sexual shit in a live stream on SJAM's live stream, and you are posting and putting your videos specifically for kids? You are a fucking loser. Why would you do this shit? This disgusting. Can you imagine if there's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old specifically on a YouTube channel, their mom, their dad, both their parents, their aunt, their uncles puts only show videos made for kids, and this shit comes up where there's a guy holding up a gorilla saying it's a monkey calling a black man uh racist names and terms, and then in the middle of this then there's talk about dicks and sexual activity, and then your 8 or 9-year-old is watching this shit because of this dumbass loser Purple Glitter, aka Inigo Queen, this stupid ass piece of shit, is putting videos for kids. The fuck is wrong with you? Like, why are you doing this shit? Why are you posting videos made for kids? Anyways, we're gonna get into this video because this is completely absurd to me. This type of shit, absurd to me that somebody is doing this shit. after all they've done, and they're doubling and tripling down on their bullshit. Completely absurd. All right. So we're gonna get into this. So this is from, when was this? Thursday, I guess. Let's play.
All right, you guys, welcome back. So, I want to talk about the SJAM panel that took place late last night. So, for those of you who missed it, SJAM went live like he always does with his girlfriend Keeks this time. For those of you who don't know, SJAM and Keeks have been together maybe a couple of months now. They're already living together,
A
which is
couple of
raising a
months.
lot of concerns within the audience. But we're not going to talk about that here today.
Okay, because she is the arbiter of everything, right? A couple of months. Well, I mean, you maybe could say that, but I wouldn't say it's that long.
Um, what was interesting about last night, though, was SJAM was clearly intoxicated. He was being loud and obnoxious, like always. Um, I've seen plenty of drunk streams with SJAM being SJAM drunk. Okay, I guess that's a way to put it. However, when I came into the conversation, Monty was already up on panel with SJAM. Okay. Again, SJAM was clearly intoxicated. He was waving around a stuffed gorilla that you see on the screen right now. But he was waving the monkey around, making fun of Monty, um, calling Monty a bunch of racist and insensitive names, which I know Monty does not like. And Monty, I know I'm paraphrasing.
You mean like most human beings don't like you, stupid ass? Most human beings don't like that when somebody gets racist. Not just me.
Phrasing here, but Monty was actually trying to educate SJAM and trying to get, SJAM to put the monkey down, trying to
It's a
talk to
gorilla, not a
SJAM one on
monkey.
one, which I still don't really understand to this day because you can't have a one on one conversation with somebody who's intoxicated. Like it's just kind of a stupid idea in my opinion. But anyway, here's where this is a problem.
All right, so the person who's making videos for kids where there is a person being extremely racist and then starts talking about loaning his girlfriend out so that she can get some BBC is saying that this is a problem and not her video that she's making for kids repeatedly doing this. That isn't a problem.
So this is a video that Monty released on Easter Sunday. This video titled SJAM 2007 Calls Me Monkey Monty. This is a 4 minute and 13-second video. Again, that was released on Easter Sunday, less than 4 days ago. All right. I'm not going to play any of the video now because I know Monty likes to strike people for reuse of his content. So if you want to go listen to it, I encourage you to go listen to it on your own.
That's a blatant lie. I'll strike people if they strike me. That's pretty much it. If you want to fuck around, then you find out.
Um, but the points I want to make about this are in this video, the one about addressing SJAM and his racism, Monty is trying to once again play the good cop in this scenario. He's trying to quote unquote befriend SJAM and say, "Hey, I'm your friend, SJAM. You can't call me these race."
Why would I befriend a drunk that has to go live with his girlfriend? He has $0 in his bank account. He's about nothing. He drinks himself and he's racist and he's just an overall fat ass piece of shit. My trajectory in life is literally the 180 of this piece of shit. This guy's going to an early grave with his fat ass. I just hope he doesn't take anybody else with him. If he wants to drink, sure, everybody can drink. He's of legal age. He's an adult. But the worst thing I want to happen is him going out, driving, and hurting or unaliving somebody. That I will not have in my community. Period.
things because they're hurtful to me, etc., etc. And Monty does go into the video and does explain why it's racially insensitive. If, like I said, if you want to go watch it, please go do so. Um, but once again, Monty is trying to play good cop in this situation. So then we go back to last night's panel, which took place less than 8 hours ago. And in this panel, Monty is trying to play bad cop. Okay. Monty already has an advantage in this situation because SJAM was clearly intoxicated. So that gives Monty automatic full control over this whole panel just because SJAM was intoxicated and vulnerable.
I get control over another person's panel. Can you smell the crazy already? You're smelling it, right? Like the first minute of the stream, you could smell the crazy. And can I remind people, like 1,500 idiots were watching PG back in 2022 when this piece of shit is so goddamn crazy and all the shit she's done. Like she literally had no ceiling. In 2022, I had a ceiling, I had a limit because I'm bounded by the truth, right? I can only say the truth. Her, she could just make shit up. Yeah, just, I'll just email Monty, dozens of times a day. I'll just call him 100 times a day. Tomorrow, I'll call him 200 times. I'll send him 300 messages in a day. And then if he complains about it or says anything that I'm harassing him, I'll just pop on a live stream and say that he's harassing me. He's abusing me. Can you smell the crazy already? This is the same crazy piece of shit that was doing that in 2022. We do it in 2023 every single day, coming on, saying and making up all types of crazy, weirdo shit, and then passing it off as the truth. What do you think she's doing in her local community? Who do you think she's stalking? Because she's definitely stalking somebody. This energy ain't going nowhere.
Right? That's where this gets kind of scary because Monty tries to sit there, tries to educate him, tries to get him to back down, tries to get SJAM to put the monkey down, put the monkey away, talk to me one
It's
on
a
one.
gorilla,
But
not a
SJAM is so
monkey, idiot.
intoxicated that he was not listening to any kind of direction. Okay. There gets a point where Monty gets frustrated, and for some reason, the entire conversation switches and Monty starts openly flirting with Keeks.
Is that
He
what you
keeps
call it?
joking with Keeks about how he's going to come over and take her on a date, how he, SJAM, and Keeks are all going to go to dinner and play some board games or something. It just gets socially awkward. And
Where the hell did you hear that we're playing board games? Did I miss something here? And this is where you should end your video, PG. If you're gonna make videos and put them for kids, because immediately they shouldn't be a video for kids. But let's hear what this crazy ass has to say.
even SJAM tosses jokes around about having a threesome or
Oh,
whatnot. It was just really awkward. This is Monty's way of attempting to
this is you should have stopped way before that when you start talking about threesomes, especially when you have a video made for kids. Stop clicking that this video is specifically made for kids. It's messed up. Because it's not made for kids. It's the opposite. It's for adults.
gain control of a narrative. So Monty couldn't get get SJAM to do what Monty wanted him to do. And so in order to gain control of the situation, Monty started flirting openly with Keeks. And then when that didn't work and when Keeks wouldn't flirt back with him, he started flirting with both of them, which was openly awkward. Like, I may have been the only sober one in the room that night, but that was awkward, in my opinion, because it went from openly flirting to being socially and sexually awkward. Like at one point, Monty makes a disgusting joke that I can't even believe that I'm having to repeat right now.
Imagine making a video for kids, for people, young people. Could be 5, could be 6, could be 7, could be 8, could be 9 years old, and you're talking like this.
But he makes a joke, and this is supposed to be a joke, okay? He makes a joke in regards, and this is Monty talking. Monty saying that he would turn his dick into a life raft if he could save someone.
That's
That is
actually pretty
Monty's idea
funny.
of a joke.
That
And
was
it was
actually
about
funny.
that time when I wanted to quit watching because that's not funny, in my opinion. That is socially
You know what's not funny? Making videos and talking about that, and you make a video for kids. Like you literally need to be reported to your local police department for this shit. Because this has to be against the law in some way or shape to knowingly and willingly talk about graphic details and to procure kids to watch this type of content when you're talking about graphic details like this. It's messed up.
uncomfortable. When I'm watching a panel, I'm here to watch the drama. I'm here to watch the fighting. Like, for example, go back to Papa Kilo's stream, and Papa Kilo had several different people up on a panel at one point in time. That is the kind of drama that I am here to watch. I'm not necessarily here to watch the fighting in the back and forth. I'm not really interested in that. But I like seeing the different types of people up on a panel. That's what I like. I like hearing different voices. I like hearing different opinions. That's the whole point of a panel is to give different voices. Okay? This is another example of Monty being two-faced. You can't sit there,
Oh,
Monty, make a video on SJAM 4 days ago where you're bitching, whining, and complaining about SJAM being a racist, and then 4 days later, you jump up on his panel to try to bully him on his own panel. It's
oh, it's bullying, is it? Or is it me confronting a person who has been racist, wanting to have a conversation and he continues to be racist? I wonder which one it is.
especially when SJAM was intoxicated, clearly intoxicated. That's just wrong, in my opinion. And with you being a reactor, Monty, it doesn't look good on you either. You've got this whole good cop, bad cop thing going, and you can't be the judge and the jury both, and also the puppet master. You cannot do all three.
You guys ever
If it
watch
were
Good Cop,
me,
Bad Cop?
and if I were SJAM, and if I knew this guy had called me a racist 4 days prior, I never would have let that guy onto my panel. I would be extra, extra protective of who gets that link and who gets to go up on panel. Because SJAM thinks that he can sit there and handle any and everybody, and SJAM could barely handle Nolabu. So when he's intoxicated, he needs to be extra protective, make sure that Keeks is paying attention, make sure that he's got at least two moderators or more in the chat at all times, and be aware of what is happening in his own chat. Yes, it's entertaining to drink and entertain
You
people.
guys ever see that French movie Bon Cop, Bad Cop 2, which is kind of weird. What would you call it? Bon Cop, Bad Cop, as in bon as in good cop? Bon Cop means good cop. But then why wouldn't you change the bad cop to like a French word? Like why is it bon cop, bad cop? Then there's bon cop, bad cop 1, then there is bon cop, bad cop 2. Super weird to me. I remember when Bon Cop, Bad Cop 2 came out. When was that? Wasn't that like 2016 or something like that? Let me look this up. But I remember I was in Montreal, and then it was in the theaters around that mall at Station Atwater.
People. I admit I watch that trash shit every once in a while. But it's really, really sad because now I know what Monty is going to do.
It was
Probably by
2017.
the end of this week or by the end of next week, Monty is going to take this panel and he's going to turn it into
That
his
might be
own
why.
personal content. Monty sees everything as content, even down to emails. I think people are finally waking up to who Monty really is and the fact that Monty can't be trusted. And
No,
it is
they finally woke up to your ass because the sociopathic game you're playing, PG, and I figured this out years ago, is whatever the audience doesn't see, you can play a role and play a part. And a lot of people do this. So what she does is she'll call me 100 to 200 times in a day. She'll send me over 100 emails. She'll send me 200 text messages. And this could be all in one day, just hounding me from night to day, calling me 4 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m., 7 a.m., 4 p.m., 3 p.m., because she has nothing fucking better to do in her life. She sits in her fat ass. She fantasizes about guys that have nothing to do with her, and then she fucks around with people every single day. She doesn't need to go out and work, so she can do this all day and hound the shit out of you because for some reason she believes that she is in some sort of romantic relationship with people. And you know why she does this? Well, let's take a look at the diagnosis here, okay? This is the shit that people need to observe, know, and understand because this is some super messed up shit, and it's really, really, really annoying that this keeps happening. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna continue to happen. So let me put this up on the screen here, people. I'm trying to I need to full screen this. Come on. I gotta put the diagnosis up because this will give people a better idea of what the hell is going on, man. This right here. All right, so here it is. Here it is. I got it up. So we got major depressive disorder. We got, what is that? Does it say major depressive disorder is recurrent? Moderate something. Obsessional erotomania. Borderline personality disorder. Okay, that totally explains everything if you have BPD. And then you got some sort of skin picking thing. Okay. Yeah, the borderline explains your sociopathy. That's why you would come on every single day back in 2022 and 2023 and tell lies, even though it's not part of the DSM. Like people with borderline can and will do that to you. Will just come on and make shit up, whatever it will be. Just tell a lie, then jump off and have it spread right as an fu. But this is what you gotta look at, people. The obsessional erotomania, as in what she does is, if you say hello to her, and you could be a okay looking guy, fairly good looking guy, but if you are Prince Charming, good looking, like that lawyer, if you say hi to her, if you're nice to her, out of courtesy, out of respect, out of common decency for your fellow man, woman, fellow person on this planet, she automatically thinks you are wanting to date her, wanting to see her, wanting to marry her because she's just fucked in the head. That is what's going on here. All right, so put that in your head. Obsessional erotomania coupled with the BPD. This person is just a complete piece of shit. Is all that boils down to. All right. So we have that, and this is the piece of shit that a lot of people was having make up whatever the hell she's making up and just putting it out there, all types of like Google headed dumb shit.
slowly chipping away at his reputation. That's why his videos have dropped to 200 views and under the SJAM
Yeah,
video
it's
barely
dropped
broke
to 200 views
150
or
views.
under because you and the other pieces of shit would go into a room and decide, hey, what we're gonna make up on Monty today. Yeah, yeah, and Purple Glitter will be like, yeah, let's just say he's harassing me. Let's just say he's attacking me. Let's just say he's threatening me when I wouldn't be doing shit. The same types of people, the other borderline personality piece of shit called Buddha bitch dumb fuck, would tell people I'm sending her dick pics. Where the fuck was I sending dick pics to? And people would just roll with it. Then other people would roll with, oh yeah, he was sending Buddha bitch dick pics. He's harassing and stalking and messaging Purple Glitter. This is the type of shit that keeps happening and it needs to stop. All types of bullshit from fucking losers that are not taking care of their borderline personality disorders coming online and saying all types of stupid shit.
People are finally seeing Monty for who Monty really is. And he's only doing it to himself.
So, Blue Eyes.
So, those are my personal thoughts and opinions on last night's panel. I hope SJAM smartens up a little bit. And if he does decide to drink and go live, I just hope he has enough people helping him on both sides of the conversation to make sure that everybody stays safe, make sure that everybody has a good time. And it is my personal recommendation to SJAM to not let Monty back up on that panel. All he's going to do is patronize you and turn you into the villain. And then he's going to turn around and review you later on for content. Don't let him do that to you. Protect yourself and protect your chat. Those are the two most important things that you need to take care of. But anyway, you guys, that is all I wanted to say in regards to the SJAM panel last night. I did stop by the chat. I took a moment to pause. I was watching Law and Order Organized Crime on
Jesus
Peacock last night.
Christ.
If you guys have not seen that show yet,
Yeah, you have all the time in the world to be watching whatever the hell show you're watching, while other people actually have to go to work. Other people actually have to do shit. You don't, but other people do because that's where your money is coming from.
all right, you guys.
Is from other
So
people's hard
apparently,
ass work.
I have to make this video today.
All right, let's see here.
There are people out there who are in such denial.
All right, let's see what video is this. So we got a black screen here, right? Let's see what she says here because I haven't watched this.
All right, you guys. So apparently,
Blue
I have
Eyes.
to make this video today.
The previous video was about SM's panel with myself last week Wednesday when I was in Montreal with him. Seems PG can't help herself, but to post videos specifically making them for kids so that children would watch these videos where she talks about genitalia and other sexually graphic content, all the while it should be the opposite. But she's talking about sexually graphic shit and and putting her videos to kids. So if you don't want your children to watch certain content on YouTube, you typically will put, hey, only this restrict the account. This account can only watch videos made for kids. You know what this piece of shit does? She does this. She specifically makes every single one of her videos for months now, months where she talks about graphic shit, months. She specifically makes sure that each of her videos are for children. So this was last Friday. I was on my way back from Montreal. I was in the Cornwall area, and I have YouTube Premium. I minimize the video and then this comes up. Mini player is off for videos made for kids. I'm like, you piece of shit. You're talking about sexually graphic shit and you're making sure that your videos are for kids. You're nothing but a piece of shit. Nothing but. But this is who people were listening to. But time tells all. Can't believe this shit. And I've heard about this for months. I just haven't caught it, but I finally have caught it. That's exactly what she is doing with the proof that she is doing this shit. She's making these videos specifically for kids. And it's sick.
Apparently, there are people out there who are in such denial about what is really happening here that I have actually had to sit down and make this announcement, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. I cannot believe that certain people are in this much denial as to what is actually happening here. So let me get started by saying this. There's a reason I'm hardly tweeting anymore. I haven't even tweeted since Easter. I've barely responded to my DMs. I barely check them now. I don't really check my email. I'm not sending any emails. And I'm also not using my community tab. That community tab is entirely shut down. And all of it is shut down for a reason. The reason that I haven't streamed in almost 2 months now is because I left Girl World.
Okay, here comes the lie.
So
Yep,
let
that
me
was a
say it
lie.
again. The reason I have not streamed
The
in
reason you
almost two
have not
months
streamed is
is because
because people know exactly who you are now, that you're a lying, psychopathic, sociopathic piece of shit. And people are trolling you. A lot were buddy trolling you. Now people troll you because people are now aware of who you truly are. So for years you were hiding your piece of shit behavior, your cluster B, fucked up personality disorder. And now people are well aware of who you actually are. And you are scared to stream because people can then come into your stream and tell you what's up because they know you're a piece of shit. That is the true reason why you're not streaming.
I left Girl World. Why is that so hard for some people to understand? I didn't want to make the announcement because I knew that certain individuals specifically would have a problem with it. And the ones
No
who
one
have a
has a
problem with
problem.
it are the same ones who are making me their content. Their biggest mistake was making me their content. You know, I've been in Girl World for 5 years now. 5 years. I've seen a lot of shit go down, more than any one person should. And when it gets to the point where every other day you are waking up and you are realizing that people are coming for you that you have never met, never once spoken to, and don't even know who they are. They're just coming for you because they want to build their own channels off of you.
What the hell is
It
this?
starts to become a really big problem.
Okay, yeah, Cry
It's
River.
not a good thing to be a part of.
Okay, for a person that used to do super messed up shit. And I'm thinking, okay, do you guys I spoke about this before. Do you know when I truly realized that this person is a sociopath? It was when they would message me like, "Hey, what's up? How's your day? Hopefully your day is okay. Hey, Monty, how are you doing? I've just been busy today. Hopefully you're okay." Seems kind of pretty good, right? When somebody is, doing greetings like that to you. But that's when I knew. That is when I knew this piece of shit is a sociopath because at the same time she was messaging me, greeting me like that, like what a good human being would do. The same time she be posting in the community tab, "Oh, Monty's a piece of shit. Oh, Monty's attacking me today. Oh, Monty's harassing me today." I'm like, what the what? Oh, Monty is doing this. You should all go and go after Monty. He's a harasser. So you're doing this at the same time you're greeting me hello? What kind of sociopath does that type of shit? Well, you know what? The one that has a personality disorder, the one that's a cluster B piece of shit.
For the first time in 2 months, I finally had peace in my life. For the first time in 2 months, I fell off the face of the planet, and I did it on purpose because it comes to a point where you can't stand the toxic drama anymore. It comes to a point where you are so tired and exhausted with the same routine people making up lies about you day
Oh, they're not
in
lies.
and day
They're the
out.
truth.
And people do not stop. It doesn't matter if you create content or not, they just keep lying. That's the problem.
Right.
Not a lot of people will understand what that is like.
All right, another cry me a river types of bullshit. I don't care.
You know, it
Let's get into the latest one. So I decided to post that I'm gonna make a video about my displeasure of Purple Glitter putting her videos for children. And you know what she does? And she's told me this is her mo. Her modus operandi is to strike first, right? So she strikes first, saying that I am unhinged. So she makes a video. Monty is unhinged. I guess to detail how
all
crazy
right,
I
you
am.
guys.
Because
Welcome
I
back.
am
So
completely
today I'll be addressing
crazy.
more of Monty's
Right?
lies and slander that he continues to spew.
Let me go back.
Um,
All right, so I'm supposedly crazy and unhinged because it's all me. It's never the cluster B purple glitter. It's never the cluster B indica queen. It's always somebody else's fault. Just like how her stalking uh, situation with their lawyer. It's the lawyer's fault. Well, she's the one talking about how her lawyer's in love with her. He was sending her nasty pictures. Can you imagine this shit? Like if somebody reads that about you, you're a lawyer, and then somebody's reading that you were sending nasty pictures to a client. Like that is utterly absurd and sick. Do you know how much money this man has lost because of this weirdo fuck doing stupid shit and making shit up against guys because she can just sit on her fat ass, picking her face all day and just making shit up about people?
all right, you guys. Welcome back. So today I'll be addressing more of Monty's lies and slander that he continues to spew. Um, I was basically at home last night, minding my own
You're home
business,
every freaking
watching
day.
Gypsy Rose, and I was on the episode where she's at her book signing, and all of a sudden my Twitter DMs started lighting up like crazy. Several of you reached out
Okay,
to me,
wait,
which
stop
thank you.
it. Okay, do you know whenever she says this thing where oh several people have reached out to me, my Twitter DMs are that is a complete lie. I'm sure you've figured this out already because whenever she says that, what she's actually doing is watching my streams. She watches practically everybody's stream because she has nothing fucking better to do. Don't let her fool you telling you she has 3 jobs at one point, 2 jobs at another point, 1 job at multiple points. It's always when somebody questions, does PG have a job? She says, yeah, I have one job, or I have two, or I have three. She doesn't have shit. She sits in her fat ass, picks her face, and fantasizes in a weirdo type of way about which guy is gonna get her pregnant, and then makes bullshit up that she's pregnant, then she's not pregnant, then she's pregnant again, then she's not pregnant. She has two kids. Oh wait, sorry, I was lying. I was just scared. I have one kid. Fucking weird shit.
by the way. And several of you were saying, hey, just as a heads up, Monty is basically raging about you in his birthday stream. I thought that was a little odd. So I went and pulled up the
I
clip.
love the
I
choice
have now
words,
seen the
raging.
clip. So I'm going to go on ahead and address this. Um, I do want to provide a trigger warning, though. Monty is saying a lot of slanderous and disgusting lies, and he takes things to the extreme. Okay. Um, the first thing that Monty brings up is my medical record. So he's literally in the middle of his birthday stream, starts randomly raging at me, and brings up my medical record. Okay. The second thing that he addresses, well, lies about, the second thing that he lies about is my financial situation.
Oh my god, here we
Sitting there
go again.
saying that I'm working 2 to 3 jobs.
That's literally what you said. If anybody listened to a anything you said, anytime that somebody questions, hey, you have all this time to watch all these videos. You keep saying you don't watch these videos, but you actually do. That's because you don't have a job. And oh, I have two jobs. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I have three jobs. I got a job, guys. Hey, my family's rich. You live in a shit and piss infested sty. Shut up and stop telling people lies. Now, what the hell did I lie about your medical diagnosis? You're a weirdo fuck that has, what was it again? Let me look this up. That she has. She has obsessional erotomania. How the hell am I lying about that? That's literally exactly what you have.
Don't even know where this insanity is coming from. Then he addresses invisible babies that don't exist.
Yeah, like the ones you make up.
So when I say that Monty has gone off the deep end, he is literally the definition of
Don't you love it how she talks about I'm me? Oh my god! So I'm the one who's making up kids, babies that don't exist, but yet she was the one who kept on lying about having kids that actually don't exist and keep saying that she's pregnant, then not pregnant, then pregnant, then not pregnant. But I'm the one who's making shit up. The levels of crazy in this sphere is just absurd to me.
unhinged. Okay. Literally the walking definition of it. Recently, Monty's videos have not been performing very well at all. I encourage you
Oh
to go
yes,
look
it's
at
the
the views
views
on
thing.
his
Yes.
videos, even on his live streams. Most of them, he's barely breaking 200 views and under. And even the videos that he releases are barely breaking anywhere from 150 to 200 views. So I guess he had to throw me under the bus one more time just so he could spice up his birthday
Hey,
stream just a little bit more.
we should do bingo because this should be on the bingo. It's always, oh, it's about the views. No, it's not about the views. This stream is about you doing your crazy, disgusting PDF shit of talking about adult shit on videos that you've made for kids. And you, in your head, somehow can't figure out how messed up that is because for some reason you are a sociopathic fuck and you can't understand that it's not okay to talk about sexual shit and then list your videos as made for kids.
Okay. this is where things are getting straight up ridiculous. Straight up ridiculous. So I'm going to go on ahead and let the clip play here.
I think has PG stopped her shit? PG was in Bali's chat allegedly, supposedly, where she was talking shit. Honestly, Marie, PG is never gonna stop ever because she has nothing better to do.
Okay, so I'm going to stop him there. And then I'm going to provide the proof to prove to
My
you all
God.
that he
Okay. Oh my God. What do you think she's gonna? You're literally proving my point already. You are going over when I say you're never going to stop, proving that you are, in fact, never going to stop. Because if somebody mentions or talks about PG and I respond, then you respond to it. You know why you're responding? Because you're actually never gonna fucking stop. It's never gonna stop until I get a court order, and I'm gonna work towards that court order against you.
is lying. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so here's the proof where Monty is lying once again. Monty is trying to
This
say
should
that
be on
I'm
the bingo
texting,
card.
that I'm calling, that I'm leaving voicemails, that I'm emailing him, and he is lying once again. If you'll look on your screen, follow the arrow, it is literally showing you in black and white that the last time I contacted Monty,
Yes, and show all the multitude of times you've emailed me in March. Okay, so it's the 1st of May. You haven't done anything in terms of emailing or calling or texting or messaging me on your multitude of sock accounts you have on Instagram or Twitter because you're showing that you haven't contacted me in a month. When's the last time that I actually replied to you? 2022. Is it 2022? No. Is it 2023? No. Is it 2024? No. It's 2025. And for some reason, in her messed up head, she thinks that she's showing that she contacts me a multitude of times. And the last time was a month because I've actually shown that she still does keep trying to contact me, that this is a win on her end when it just shows what a psychopath you are of still trying to contact somebody after freaking years. It's coming up to nearly 3 years, and this sociopathic fuck is still trying to contact me.
was on March 30th. The last time I contacted Monty was on March 30th. I can't stress this enough. Monty is doing what he is doing because he is running out of content. So every single time Monty makes this stuff up, you're going to have to press him and say, prove it to us, Monty. Show us the
Okay, pop quiz, pop quiz. If you hear a calm voice like this, it's actually never calm. We're gonna do some learning here. When you hear somebody talk like this, PG does it. I won't say there's actually tons of people who do this. Like Booty Bitch does it. They're not calm. They're fucking sociopaths. Okay, they're freaking out inside, and this is just a way to present something that they're actually not.
screenshots and really, really press him on this because at the end of the day, he doesn't have the proof because I'm not contacting. And that is bad news for him because that means that he is out of content. And just for extra proof, this is my outbox in real time. I'm going to go on ahead and refresh the screen for you just to prove to you that the last point of contact was on March 30th. Here we go. Okay, just refreshed the screen. You've seen it for yourselves. I have not been in contact with Monty.
Actually, that proves
Okay,
otherwise.
so you've seen the clip. I've attached the proof for you. And from now on, what you guys are going to have to do is each and every time he attacks me, he is going to have to explain or show the proof, which means he's going to have to show the screenshot. And I can swear to you, he doesn't have the screenshot because I'm not contacting him.
Hey, Fish.
In my opinion, this is all.
How long do you think before she tries contacting me again? I guess when she feels things are dying down, or her efforts of being in a romantic relationship with somebody who doesn't want to be in a romantic relationship with her dies down, then it's the focus is back to me, right? Because once again, that energy has to go somewhere. So if it's not going at me, and thank God, is going towards somebody else or some multiple other men, and when they tell her straight or they call the cops on her, then it's literally gonna go back to me, and that is gonna be tough, okay? Because I don't want the focus to be back to me, because this one has nothing better to do and has all the time in the world, all day, to just utterly make shit up and then make videos about all types of stupid shit and then put it on the internet.
all happening because Monty's views have tanked. All of this was content to him. He can barely come on
Right,
once every
Fish?
couple of weeks now because that is how much he is out of content. He barely gets 12 people in a stream at a time. This channel has officially tanked and he is not accepting it. But that's not my problem. You know, Monty, it's really sad that you're spending your 42nd birthday streaming from the darkness of your car, ranting and raving to 12 people about your ex
Oh
during
my
your
God.
birthday stream.
Did she Why am I labeled her ex? Please, somebody tell her to stop. I know you're listening, PG. Stop that shit. I'm not your ex. The schizophreniac was also not your ex. It was just some guy you started to hyper fixate and focus on, and it's not okay to be calling people things that they're not. Okay, I'm not your ex. Schizo is not your ex. The lawyer is not your ex. You need to screw off, okay? And stop. Stop doing this to guys. It's not okay. We're not your exes. We don't want to be part of a relationship.
It's
Why?
creepy and it's ridiculous. It is truly ridiculous at the end of the
Why you stop watching footy? There's tons of channels that make footy beauty content. It's just wasn't there wasn't any ROI in it anymore, and I gotta focus on other things such as my career. I'm not gonna focus on foodie beauty content and making videos or live streams that could be hours long for nothing. So there you have it. That's the concise answer. I'm not gonna keep. I only come on here if I feel there's something I need to address, and I try and keep it to an hour. Like this video, I'm trying to keep to an hour, and I'm off. Then I go do other stuff.
day.
It's pretty much it.
So I've addressed everything that I've needed to address. You guys have seen the proof now, and you know for a fact now that I am not in contact with him. This is
Yet.
just Monty being Monty and Monty lying for views once again. All right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully, I won't have to make any more of these videos.
Eggy's
But
good.
either way, as always, thanks for listening. Bye, guys.
All right, yeah, Eggy's good. I haven't spoken to Eggy. I guess she's off gallivanting somewhere, but we'll see her around. Other than that, people, I'm gonna be out of here. I'm just gonna post up my original intent for this video is this. Like, I am I am very much not liking that somebody keeps posting videos and then saying that they're for kids when obviously they're in no way, shape, or form should be for kids. Don't do this. This is wrong. Everyone's gonna tell you this is wrong. Don't be posting videos, PG, where it says, because this is your account and I got the screenshot because I've been hearing for months you've been doing this, and I have YouTube Premium. And whenever I minimize a video, it will still play. But it seems specifically when you have videos made for kids, it will give you this warning that the mini player is off because it's a video for children. So this is one of the things that great people at YouTube have made as a security measure for children. So don't do this. Don't be making your videos for kids, especially with the talks of racism and sexual content that was on that SJAM live stream last week, Wednesday. It's wrong and it's sick. It's disgusting. But this is exactly what you've been doing and you continue to do it, and it's wrong. Stop. Anyways, people, I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves. Have a great one. I'm out.